Hello everyone, and this is BioPhoenix here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a game called Hagane: The Final Conflict, which was only released for the Super Nintendo in 1995 in North America, and it was developed by Red Company and published by Hudson Soft. And this is a side-scrolling action game very similar to Strider. Now before talking about the game, one thing I'd like to point out is that damn, the box art for this game looks fucking awesome. And personally, I'd probably consider this to be one of my favorite box arts on the Super Nintendo. So anyways, here's the story. The Fuma clan has to protect the Holy Grail, which apparently has the powers to destroy the world. Now, I don't know if they mean the Fuma clan as in like Katara Fuma from the Samurai Warriors, but if that were the case, that'd be pretty fucking awesome, but I highly doubt that. And then suddenly, the Fire Nation attacks. Okay, nah, I'm just kidding, it's not the Fire Nation, it's the Koma clan. And they just so happen to steal the Holy Grail, so now you are the only survivor from the clan. But before you start the journey to take the Holy Grail back, you get transformed into a cyborg ninja, which is pretty badass on its own. Now that is where things start off, and while I have to say the story is at least decent, I mean it is kind of unfortunate that your guy doesn't even have a name, but however, it's still an okay story to go along with for an action game, so either way, it's at least something. Now as for the gameplay for this game, like I said, it's an action side-scroller game much like Strider, or it can even be similar to Ninja Gaiden in a similar way. But you can use different weapons in this game such as a sword, kunais, bombs, and a grappling hook, which all work pretty awesomely, except for the bomb. The bomb is kind of a pain in the ass because it arcs over everything. Although I will at least give it credit that at least it does have some useful purposes when you're trying to hit things on the ceiling. And I don't really think this would count as a weapon, but it's at least worth noting that you can actually do a special attack which blows up everything on the screen, which is awesome, but however at its limited use. Which is understandable, because I mean I don't think you'd want to like spam the hell out of that button all the time. Now as fair as this is, one thing I will gotta stress out is that this game is fucking hard. Now I don't mean like this game is just hard, or just like it's pretty hard, I mean this game is fucking hard. And it's pretty unforgiving as well, since you only have like 3 hits until you die, which isn't too bad. However, there's this item that you can pick up which is a blue fire which extends your health bar, but however, the one thing that is kind of crappy about it is the fact that once you die and you have to restart the level, you start off with 3 health rather than 4 health, which is pretty stupid. So your best bet is just try hard not to die, even though I know that's easier said than done, but seriously though, this game really is fucking hard. You know, I kinda like saying it like that, I don't know, I think it's kinda funny, but either way though. But now, let's move on to the controls, and I have to say, they're really good and fluent, very responsive as well. So no complaints at all, in fact this actually makes a really good platforming game. But of course, that whenever you see a game that has like really good controls and whatnot, they always happen to be fucking hard. But like I said in like older videos that I've done, is that challenging is a good thing, so I'm totally okay with it. I'm just having fun with the word saying fucking hard. Now as for the graphics for this game, I think they actually look really nice. In fact, I actually really like the opening cutscene. I think that looks really beautiful looking. But as for the in-game graphics, they still look really good. Even though there are lots of weird enemies in this game, but probably the most weirdest one that I came across was this like flying pagoda that like drops bombs on you. So overall, I can't really complain too much about the graphics, so they're at least really good. Now as for the music in this game, I find it to be pretty catchy and pretty awesome sounding. I find it suits the theme really well, and it just happens to sound just really cool, so as again, I can't really complain too much. So overall, the music is really good. Now one thing that I would like to mention that does make this game really fucking hard is the fact that it says that you get unlimited continues, but here's the thing though, when you get a game over, you still restart all the way back at the beginning of the game. Unless if there's something that I just missed, but however though, just from what I've seen from playing this game, it doesn't seem like there's any way that I can continue where I just was. Unless we're talking about save states, but I'm not in this case because I'm supposed to look at the game how it was originally made. So unfortunately, I don't really know what to say about the continuing option, but however, maybe it's either I just missed something, or there's just something I'm not doing right, or maybe they just like fucked up or whatever. But it's not like the worst thing in the world, I mean, at least the game's very playable, right? Now, if you want to buy this game, it's gonna cost a very big load of fucking money. It usually goes around to like $100, $200, even $300 on eBay, so yeah, that's a lot of fucking money, like I just said. And there isn't very many copies on eBay as well, so that pretty much means that the game is pretty damn rare. And to me, that's kind of unfortunate because this would be a game that would be really fun to see more people play. And of course, I know there is emulators and stuff, which is the way how I'm playing it because, I mean, do you really think I'd actually own a game that costs this much? Well, maybe one day, but who knows? I mean, this is like one of those like super expensive games, so maybe time will come. But either way though, the game is really fucking expensive. Now, if I were to rate this game, I'd have to give it an 8 out of 10. A very fun, action-packed side-scroller that's also really fucking hard. But okay, I'm gonna stop with that now, but seriously though, this game really is hard. But in a good way it's hard, since you just keep on wanting to play it more and more each time and try to get farther as much as you can. So personally, I think it's a pretty damn good game. It's just unfortunate the game is really hard to get a hold of unless you want to play it on an emulator, which is probably your best bet unless you want to like pay like an assload of money. But of course, that's really all up to you guys. So, either way, that's all I have to say about this pretty awesome, badass looking game, so I hope you enjoyed this review. Thanks for watching and commenting.